Yeah. You did not write that distinguish wala part. Distance, displacement, speed, velocity.
So you said it that which you had marked, I had all written.
Even that was marked.
I don't think so. That
Yeah,
was
that was also marked. Can you see the screen?
yes, sir.
This was marked, right?
So see, that in 28 page, a body, that one, then the distance and the displacement I had written.
Okay. You have not done this distance distinction between distance and displacement.
So you did not mark that.
Yeah, this was marked. This was marked, Ayush. This is not written.
Okay. So okay, so today I will do and
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Make sure you do it.
Yes,
And
sir.
from here till this is the most important part. Now, this is what will give you marks. Also, see here this question or this marking. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Done the marking.
Wait. Yeah, this was the only thing which I think so you have not written. Rest all things you have written.
Yes, sir.
No problem, no problem. Just do one thing. Whatever you had written, na, just revise it. I'll ask you questions. Three questions I'll ask you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Start. Just a second, Ayush. We need to start from here, right? Uniform speed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo, done.
Yes, sir. Just done. Wait a second. Just.
Sure.
Yes, we don't.
Okay, define displacement.
The shortest distance of a displacement. The shortest distance of the displacement.
Yeah. Can you give me that in a statement form of view? The shortest distance traveled by an object is called the displacement, right? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir. The shortest distance from the initial to the final position of the body is the magnitude of the displacement, and its direction is from the initial point to the final position.
Yeah, okay. Direction is important here. Tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
is weight a scalar quantity or a vector quantity?
Sorry, sir.
Weight, is weight scalar quantity or a vector quantity?
Sir, it's a scalar quantity.
Sure.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, so in book it's given incorrect, right? Book में लिखा है examples in vector quantity weight.
Sorry, sir.
See, mass and weight are different things, okay?
Okay.
Like how distance and displacement are two different things.
Yes.
Similarly, mass and weight are different things. Mass is the content of the body and weight is what force that body is applying on the earth. Okay, so this, if you take this marker, okay, the mass of the marker will be say 5 kg. Okay, and the weight will be 5 kg
Yes,
into the gravity, that is the amount of force that this marker applies on the ground. Clear? So weight
yes,
will
sir.
have a direction, mass does not have a direction. So weight is a vector quantity. Is this clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, can you, sir, just a revision, can you give me a small time and scalar and vector quantities?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Sir, means, ma'am, sir, can you give a definition of scalar and vector
Okay,
once
okay.
again?
Okay. Scalar quantities are the quantities which require only magnitude and there is no direction as such.
In
Whereas in
scalar.
vector quantity, yeah, in scalar quantity. So example, distance, or if you want to measure your height, okay, my height is say suppose 1.7 meters, but 1.7 meters, is it direction specific? ऐसा है क्या ये direction में 1.7 meters, ये direction? No, right? If I say 1.7 meters, it is fixed that it is the height of a person. Okay, but if I say, for example, the displacement, or you can say moment of force, or maybe force, okay, the force applied on an object is say 7 newtons, but in which direction, that is important, because if I punch a wall, okay, there are two forces acting here. One force, my hand on the wall, and the second force, the wall on my hand.
The
You must
ball
have
on
heard,
the hand.
yes, you must have heard about the Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. The term opposite is upon the direction. So if I am pushing you, you are also pushing me in this direction.
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Cool. So vector quantities require a direction, whereas scalar quantities do not require a direction.
Okay, sir.
Okay. One more thing. Try to improve your handwriting slightly. Okay. Your handwriting is not bad, but it is difficult for me to read it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See, even I have a very pathetic handwriting. Okay. I am in your
Yes.
batch only. I write the worst handwriting you will see of any teacher. Okay. But try, the person who's reading it, that should, he or she should be able to read it.
Yes,
I'm not telling
sir.
put marginalized, put cursive and all that. That is not required. बस इतना लिखो कि पढ़ने वाला पढ़ सके. That's it.
Sir means okay, sir.
Slightly better. Okay, slightly better.
Sir, sir, I want to tell that in scalar quantity, magnitude is important. In vector quantity,
Magnitude as well as direction. Yes.
yes, these are important. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Last question. Can you give me the distinguish between displacement and distance? Yes, Ayush.
Sir, I can try it.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll try to help you out. Don't worry. You start.
Sir, in distance,
Hmm.
the total length of the path through which a body moves
Okay, very good.
is known as the distance. In distance, one object goes to another place is called a distance. This was
Hmm.
an example. So in displacement,
Display. See, the first point you gave of definition, right? So define
yes,
displacement, no? What was displacement? The shortest distance traveled by the
yes,
object.
thank you, sir. The shortest distance from the initial to the final position of the body is the magnitude of the displacement.
Okay.
Is known as a displacement.
Okay. Then is distance a scalar quantity or a vector quantity?
So distance, distance is a scalar quantity and the displacement is a vector quantity.
Vector quantity. Okay. Can distance be zero?
Can distance be zero? So,
You are right now on your sofa, right? In
yes,
your
sir.
living room. What is the distance from your living room to your living room?
So zero.
So distance can be zero, right?
Yes, sir.
Can displacement be zero?
No, sir.
Sure. If my starting position is from my home, my end position is from my home, can't it be zero?
It can be zero.
Okay. Distance is always equal to or greater than that of displacement.
So sorry.
Distance is equal to or always greater than displacement.
Mm.
Okay. So if I
Yes, sir.
travel from here to your school, then back here, the displacement is zero,
Yes,
but the
sir.
distance is not zero. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Also, in a straight line, distance and displacement will be the same. But if in any point where there is no straight line, the distance is always greater than the displacement. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Displacement can be negative as well. Distance cannot be negative. Make sure this part, this entire part, this 6 points must be on your tip of your fingers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next lecture we have on Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On Thursday, the first question I'll ask you is this question. After
Okay,
that
sir.
only I'll ask you other questions, but this is the topic that needs to be done.
Okay, sir. It will be surely done.
Good. Chalo, I'll ask you one numerical type question. The distance from a place A to place B is 20 kilometers. Okay. The distance from place A to place B is 20 kilometers. The time required is 5 hours. What is the speed?
So can you repeat?
Distance from point A to point B is 20 kilometers and the time required is 5 hours. Distance from point A to point B is 10 kilometers and the time required is 5 hours. Calculate the speed.
So A point to B point.
Don't write the question, just listen to the data. The distance is 10 kilometers and the time taken is 5 hours. You need to calculate the speed. What is the formula for speed?
So speed equals to distance upon time.
What is the distance here?
Sir, 10 kilometer.
Okay, so 10 kilometers upon time.
Yes, sir.
What
Sir,
is time?
time is 5 hours.
10 upon 5 कितना हुआ?
Sir, 10 upon 5.
Yes.
Sir, then it will be cut it no 5 on the 5, 5 to the 10.
2 na?
Yes, sir, it will be 2.
10 upon 5. So this will be 1 za and this will be 2 za.
2, sir.
So
So,
answer
sir,
2
2 is the speed
kilometer
per hour.
per hour. Can you convert this into meter per second?
No, sir.
Yes, you can. Wait. Kya no? Try to karo. 1 kilometer is how many meters?
1?
1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 2 kilometer is 2000 meters.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I'll do one thing. I'll just put a text here that will make my job easier. Yeah. 2000 divided by, okay, hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And 1 minute is 60 seconds. So I can write 60 into 60 seconds. Yes or no?
Yes.
2000 meters upon 60 into 60 seconds. कितना होगा ये?
Yes, sir.
That is 2000 divided by 6 6 are 36. 3600. Okay. Here this 0 will be cancelled out with this 0. So I'll get 20 upon 36. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
20 upon 36. 20 upon 36 is nothing but this again can be divided by 2. This will be 2 tens are. This will be 2 18s are. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Again, this will be by 2 5s are. And this will be by 2 9s are. 5 by 9 meter per second. The answer will be 5 upon 9 meter per second. Again, you can do it in decimal form. You will get your answer in points. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Easy?
Sir, can you do this question in a blank page? One
Yeah,
second,
sure.
sir.
Yeah, sure. Just a second. Can you see me? Can you see me, Ayush?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So distance is 20 kilometers. Okay. And time is 5 hours. Speed is equal to distance upon time. This means 20 upon 5. This is, sorry, the distance was 10 kilometers, right?
Yes, sir.
So this becomes 2 kilometer per hour. 2 kilometer per hour is nothing but 2000 meters upon 60 into 60 seconds. This becomes 20 upon 36. This is 2 tens are, 2 18s are, 2 5s are, 2 9s are. So this is 5 by 9 meter per second. Clear? Can you see this properly now?
Sir, your that screen means your camera is off now.
Now?
Yes, and now I can see you.
Yeah. If you calculate 5 by 9, you will get something around 0.55 meter per second. 5455. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Don't worry. By the end of this lecture, I'll send you the images as well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, just please send that. Huh?
Yeah, sure. Okay, now let's continue with the topic. Yeah, speed and velocity. Speed part was done. SI unit is meter per second, whereas CGS unit is centimeter per second. Okay. Now let's start with average speed or uniform speed. The first topic is uniform speed. Firstly, what do you mean by uniform? क्या होता है uniform का मतलब? What is uniform?
A body is said to be a moving which uniform speed. It covers equal to distance in equal in the sense of time, thought, and motion.
That is a textual definition. I just explain me the word uniform. What do you mean by uniform? Break it down. What does uni mean? Have you played?
What, sir?
Have you played Uno?
Yes, sir.
If you have one card left, you say Uno, right?
Yes, sir.
Uno means one.
Yes, sir.
Uno, uni means one. Form means type. So uniform speed, the word uniform means one type. Okay.
One type.
One type.
One type.
Okay. So in school also you have uniform so that every student is the same for everybody, right? For certain specific jobs, you have uniform. So all the people wearing that same uniform will have same position or same kind of people, same type of people, right? They have same position. The term uniform means same speed. Okay. Or you can say constant speed. See, till grade 8, we would have said same speed. But now we are in grade 9th, right? We'll have to upgrade ourselves. So we'll say constant speed. क्या बोलेंगे हम? Constant speed. Okay.
Constant.
And more specifically, we'll say uniform speed. Uniform speed means equal time intervals mein there is equal distance covered. So for example, where is your village?
Sir, in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, so imagine Ayush and his family is going to Madhya Pradesh through car, okay, by road. So in first hour, they complete 80 kilometers. After 2 hours, they complete 160 kilometers. After 3 hours, they complete how many kilometers? 80, then 160, then 240. Yes. 80 बढ़ा रहे हम 240, then 320 kilometers, then 400 kilometers after 5 hours. So after every 1 hour interval, there is 80 kilometer distance covered, right?
Yes, sir.
So in equal time interval, there is equal speed covered. Yes or no?
Sorry, sir.
In equal time interval, there is equal distance covered.
Yes, sir. Equal time equals to
equal displacement. So okay, not 80 kilometers is not necessary. If I'm going on cycle, the same distance will be 1 hour में 10 kilometers, 2 hours में 20, 3 hours में 30, 4 hours 40, 5 hours 50, right? But that interval of 1 hour, after every 1 hour, the distance covered is same. So same time interval is same distance covered. If the time interval is same and the distance covered is same throughout, it is called as uniform speed. Clear? But as you know, this is not what we use in practical examples. ऐसा होगा क्या कभी? After every 1 hour, you will complete only 80 kilometers. Imagine if you're starting from here, you'll take 1 hour just to complete Kashmir and Fountain Hotel. That is not even 12 kilometers from here. Okay. First 1 or 2 hours तो वहीं पर निकल गया थाने में ही. Then again the third hour, fourth hour, you'll go humongous speed because you have reached your highway. There the minimum speed will be around 80, 100, 80, 100. Okay, there you will cover more distance in less time or in that same interval of time. So in practical or daily use, uniform speed is not used that much. So we use non-uniform speed. What we use? Non-uniform speed. Or one more term that we can use is average speed. Now, what do you mean by average speed? Do you play cricket?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. So how the average is calculated in cricket? So if I played 5 matches, in the first match, if I score say 40 runs, second match 50 runs, third match again 40 runs, fourth match 100 runs, and fifth match 60 runs. So my 5 scores are 40, 50, 40, 100, 60. Okay. 40 plus 50, 90, 90 plus 40, 130, 130 plus 100, 230, 230 plus 60, 290. Okay. So
Okay,
I'll
sir.
just average it out to around 300 runs in 5 matches. Okay. So in 5 matches, if I score 300 runs, what is my average? Total runs upon total matches. So total runs is 300. Number of matches is 5. So 300 upon 5 is 60. So my average is 60. Similarly, if we want to calculate average speed, we take total distance covered upon total time. Then we don't say कि 1 घंटे में कितना था, 2 घंटे में कितना था. I just say start position. Okay, Ayush left from his house at 8 p.m. Okay, he reached Madhya Pradesh around next day 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Sorry. Okay, so 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. 12 hours, and then again 2 more hours. Okay, so total 14 hours. So total time is 14 hours. So denominator में I'll put 14 hours, and total distance is say about 1400 kilometers. So 1400 kilometers upon 14 hours, that is 100 kilometer per hour was your average speed. Clear? Okay. All this is hypothetical question. ना? फिर ऐसे गूगल करके चेक मत करना, नहीं यहाँ से मध्य प्रदेश तो इतना नहीं है, I can't travel this fast. This is hypothetical question. Okay. चलो, we'll read it. Average speed and uniform speed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a uniform speed, a body is said to be moving with a uniform speed if it covers equal distance in equal intervals of time throughout the motion. Equal distance in equal times. Here, what example we took, our time interval was 1 hour. This can vary as well. If you're taking a smaller distance, like say example, a person running, okay, person running a running race, there I'll take distance, the time interval as 1 second. So in every 1 second, what is the distance covered by that person? Okay, so time interval can change depending upon what example you are taking. Example, the motion of a ball on a frictionless plane surface with uniform speed. So if a ball is moving on a surface, it will move with the same speed if there is a frictionless plane surface. What do you mean by frictionless plane surface? Frictionless plane surface means the object should not get any obstructive force. So if you're rolling a ball on a floor, after sometimes it will stop, right? Because the land is providing an opposing force, that is friction force. So this is again hypothetical example. There is no surface which is frictionless. Any surface will have friction. Knowing the uniform speed of a body, we can calculate the distance moved by the body in a certain time interval. If a body moves with a uniform speed, say v, the distance traveled by it in time t is given by s is equal to v into t. See, what was the formula of speed? Speed we wrote as speed is equal
Distance
to
upon time.
distance upon
Speed
time,
equals
right?
to distance upon time.
V is equal to distance upon time, and the symbol for distance is s upon t, right? Now I need to find s. Okay, always remember in mathematical equations and also here, any equation, if you want to find an entity, keep that entity separate. You have seen CID? CID
Yes,
crime
sir.
petrol anything.
Yes, I see.
If you want to take out truth from anybody, what they do is they isolate that person, then they keep on asking questions, right? So I will isolate S
Sir,
here because
they
S
use
is my
narco
distance.
test. They use lie detector.
Yes, lie detector and everything. But the main thing that they will do is they'll isolate the person. So here I need to isolate S. So S को अलग रख दो. S के साथ कौन है? T है. t यहाँ पर है, as and when it will go along that side, it will change its nature. So v, t was in division here, yes or no? T was in division. Here it will go into multiplication. So my equation will become v into t is equal to s. Is this clear? Okay, you can write it this way or in this way, it's both the same thing. Imagine in the same formula, if I want to find out t, how will I find out? Isolate t. T के साथ कौन है? v है, v को यहाँ लेके जाओ. So t will be equal to s upon v. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Non-uniform or variable speed, as I told you, there is very less chance that always in a practical example you will find uniform speed. A body is said to be moving with a non-uniform or variable speed if it covers unequal distances and equal intervals of time. If the distance covered is unequal and the time is of equal intervals. Okay. So in 1 hour, as I told you, the first 1 hour, if you're going from here to your place, Madhya Pradesh, from Mira Road, you will take 1 hour to maybe cover Kashmir or Fountain Hotel. That is around 12 kilometers. In the next 1 hour, you will be in Thane. Okay, so in 2 hours, you completed what? 20 kilometers. Okay, 24, 25 kilometers. And in the next 1 hour, you completed 40 more kilometers. In the next hour, you completed 80 more kilometers. So here the time interval is same, but the distance covered is not same. First hour 12 kilometers, next 1 hour 8 kilometers, next 1 hour 20 kilometers, next 1 hour 50 kilometers. So the time interval is 1 hour, but the distance covered is not the same. So this is the example of variable speed or non-uniform speed. Clear? If it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Examples: the motion of a ball on a rough surface, the motion of a car in a crowded street, the motion of a vehicle leaving or approaching a destination, etc. are with non-uniform speed. ये सारे examples हैं non-uniform speed के. All these examples are of non-uniform speed. So if you're riding a cycle, if you're coming out of your complexes, there are people, there is gate, there is all such type of obstruction, you will travel less distance in more time. And then you are out on road, you will stand and you will cycle hard. That time you will cover more distance in less time. So that is an example of non-uniform speed. In case of bodies moving with non-uniform speed, we specify their instantaneous speed and average speed. See, very important. Whenever the body is moving with a non-uniform speed, we calculate instant speed and average speed. Instant speed as in at that moment, at that particular point of time, what is the speed? That speed is calculated by that speedometer, which is there on your bike or in your cars. You have that speed meter going on, 60 kilometer, 80 kilometer, 90, 100, 120, right? That gives you the instant speed at that particular moment. What is the speed of the vehicle? Okay. Whereas average speed is you calculate total distance upon total time. यहाँ से मध्य प्रदेश 1400 kilometers, total time taken 14 hours. Okay, 1400 upon 14 hours, that will give you your average speed. Is this clear? Cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Instantaneous speed. When the speed of the body keeps on changing, its speed at any instant is measured by finding the ratio of the distance traveled in a very short time interval to the time interval. This speed is called instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed is distance covered in a small time. And what is that small time? You divide it by that. So in 0.1 seconds, say what is the distance covered? Okay. And that distance covered in 0.1, that will give you an instantaneous speed. Okay. And the speedometer basically works on that principle. It has sensors or it has wires which will calculate the amount of rotations of your wheel, and then they'll multiply and then they'll give you the speed on your digital meter or on your that normal analog meter. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Again, 1 mark question. Explain instantaneous speed. You might get in your exams. Let's see what is average speed. Average speed, the ratio of the total distance traveled by the body to the total time of the journey is called the average speed. Total distance upon total time, that is average speed. Clear? In case of a body
Yes.
moving with a uniform speed, the instantaneous speed and the average speed are the same as uniform speed. If the speed is uniform, okay, let's do an example here. Okay, let's verify this statement is right or wrong. I'll write it here. Here it will be more visible. Okay. Or I'll write it on in book and then we'll see whether this statement is right or not. In case of a body moving with uniform speed, the instantaneous speed and the average speed is same. Okay, this we need to find out. Okay, so we know the formula of all the three things. We'll calculate three bases here. Okay, first hour 60 kilometers, second hour 120 kilometers, third hour 180 kilometers. Okay, can you see the book?
Yes.
Okay, so here let me calculate the, this is firstly a uniform motion because after every hour there is 60 kilometer difference. First hour there was 60 kilometers, second hour there is 120, third hour there is 180. Okay, so what is the average speed here? Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is the total distance here? 60, 120, 80. Third hour के बाद 180. So I'll write 180 upon 3. That is nothing but 60 kilometer per hour. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And now the average speed is also, average speed is 60 kilometer per hour. Uniform speed is also 60 kilometer per hour because after every 1 hour there is a change of 60 kilometers. So uniform speed, this is uniform speed, that is 60 kilometer per hour. And if I calculate instant speed as in कोई भी 1 hour का speed ले लो यहाँ पर. For example, from hour 2 to hour 3, 2 hours से लेकर 3 hours के बीच में 1 hour का difference है. Yes,
Yes,
or no? So here the time will be 1 hour. And what is the distance? 180 minus 120. 60.
Yes,
60 kilometer per hour यहाँ पर भी आएगा. So when I take, for example, any speed, be it instantaneous speed, be it average speed, or be it uniform speed. If uniform speed is equal to if an object is moving with uniform speed, instant speed, and average speed are the same. Clear? Is this clear, Ayush?
Yes, sir.
And that we verified with the example.
Sir, wait a second. Sir, can you explain this? This is once again.
Yeah, sure. If the body is moving with a uniform speed, like here, the uniform speed was 60 kilometers per hour. So uniform speed, average speed, and instant speed, all the three are same. And that value will be equal to the uniform speed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move forward. Let's come to velocity. As I told you, the difference between speed and velocity is what you see the difference between distance and displacement. In speed, you only required the magnitude, whereas in velocity, you will require both magnitude as well as direction. Displacement distance may be same, tha, right? Displacement ke liye you required magnitude as well as direction. Here also for velocity, you will be requiring magnitude as well as direction. Velocity, the velocity of a body.
Sir, your camera is off.
No. See, this camera is on. Beyond school camera will be off. Kunj Joshi will be
Oh,
on.
oh, okay, sir. Sorry.
Wait, I have also pinned it. See, that will show on your screen.
Yes, yes, I got it, got it.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
I'm just coming in 2 minutes, sir. Just.
Okay, sure. Hello, Ayush, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear.
Okay. Velocity of a body is the distance traveled per second by the body in a specific direction. So see, speed may there was no need for direction. In velocity, you require the component of direction. Okay. Speed direction was not required. For velocity, you require direction. That's it. Speed is only magnitude. Velocity is magnitude as well as in which direction that magnitude has been applied. Thus, the rate of change of displacement of a body with time is called the velocity. Very, very important. This is the actual definition of velocity. The rate of change of displacement of body with respect to time is called velocity. Clear? It is numerically equal to the displacement of the body in 1 second. So basically you can say the distance traveled in a particular direction in 1 second. That is displacement. So if in 1 second, if I move from here to here, this is my displacement. If I move from here to here, this is my displacement. If I move from here to here, it is displacement. Sorry, it is velocity. It is velocity. I'm so sorry. If I move 1 meter in any direction, that is speed. If I move 1 meter in particular direction, that is velocity. Is this clear? It is numerically equal to the displacement of the body in 1 second. It is a vector quantity and is represented by u or v, vector u or vector v. What do you mean by u and what do you mean by v? U is called the initial velocity. Please write down u, line करके write down initial velocity, and v is called the final velocity. U is initial velocity, v is final velocity.
Sir?
Yes, Ayush.
Punch, sir?
Yes, Ayush. I can hear you.
Sir, can you tell again?
Write u as initial velocity and v as final velocity. Okay. For velocity, both its magnitude and direction must be specified. Two bodies to be
Yeah, I
moving.
can hear it properly.
You can hear me properly now? Ayush, can you hear me?
So this is sir.
Ayush, your voice is cracking. Can you hear me properly? Okay, Ayush, do one thing. Disconnect your audio and rejoin it. Disconnect your audio and then again connect the audio. Due to rains, there might be a network issue. Can't hear you. Can you hear me? Ayush, can you hear me? Connect audio, please. You'll have an option of joining audio. Yes, try speaking now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you now. You are
Yes,
on
sir.
phone now, or you are still on PC?
They're still on PC.
Okay, okay. So now I can hear you properly. We can continue now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So velocity is speed with direction, right?
Yes.
So you can write it either by U or by V. U is term for initial velocity and V is for final velocity. For velocity, both its magnitude and direction must be specified. You should specify both magnitude as well as direction. Two bodies are said to be moving with same velocities if both of them move with the same speed and in the same direction. Very important, they should be moving in same speed as well as in same direction. So if I have two bicycles moving with 20 km per hour in the same direction, I can say they have same velocity. But if I have two bikes which are moving with 20 kilometers per hour but they are in opposite direction, they might have the same speed but the velocity is not the same. Clear?
Yes, sir.
On the other hand, if two bodies move with the same speed but in different direction or with different velocities, or with different speeds in same direction, they are said to be moving with different velocities. So if I have a bus and if I have a bike here, okay, bike will obviously move faster than the bus. Okay, so they are moving in same direction but the speed is different, then also I will say that they are having different velocities. So for velocity you need two concepts, or you need two things, that is magnitude and second is direction. If magnitude is same but direction is opposite, it is said to be different velocities. If direction is same but the speed is different, again it is said to be of different velocities. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Unit, the unit of velocity is the same as that of speed. जैसे distance और displacement का भी unit same था, मीटर था. Now in speed and velocity also the unit is same. ऐसा unit of velocity is meter per second. You can write meter per second this way, or you can write meter second inverse. This is also called as meter per second. In your book you have usually written in this way. Okay, s raised to -1 is nothing but divided by s. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Example, the raindrop reach on Earth's surface falling with uniform velocity. A body once started on a frictionless surface moves with a uniform velocity. If a body is moving with a uniform velocity v, has displacement s in the time interval t, then the definition v is equal to s by t. C, जैसे speed के लिए v is equal to distance upon time था.
Sir, your
Velocity.
voice is cracking.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Sir, your voice is cracking.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay. So for speed, you had v is equal to s upon t, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. Similarly, for velocity, you will write this as velocity. See, I've written an arrow, which means this is a vector quantity, is equal to displacement upon time. Again, displacement is a vector quantity, so you have s ke upar arrow. Yes or no? The raindrops, a body, okay, this is done. Non-uniform or variable velocity, again, as you had uniform speed and uniform speed and non-uniform speed, similarly you will have uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity. The velocity of a body can be variable either due to the change in its magnitude or in its direction, or in both magnitude and direction. If a body moves along unequal distance in a particular direction in equal intervals of time, or it moves equal distances in equal intervals of time but its direction of motion does not remain the same, then the velocity of the body is said to be variable or non-uniform. Basically, if either the speed is different or the direction is different or both the things are different, I can say the velocity is not uniform. Clear?
Yes.
Examples: motion of a freely falling body is with variable velocity because although the direction of the motion of the body does not change, but the speed continuously increases. So if a body is falling from up to down, okay, here the speed will be 0, but as and when it comes down, the speed keeps on increasing. यहाँ पर direction is not changing, but the speed is changing, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Imagine a circular motion, okay, or any body which is moving circularly. See, for example, this. Okay, I made a Jugadu slingshot. This is circular motion. The speed is constant here, right? Yes or no? The speed is constant,
Yes,
but
sir.
is the direction same? Okay, is the direction same?
No, sir.
Okay. See this. You can see the fan. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the fan is, I think so, the in video is showing a bit differently, but the fan is going with a constant speed, but the direction is always changing. Yes or no? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
see this. This is moving with a different speed, with a constant, with the same speed, but the magnitude is different. So at every point in this motion, the direction is different because it is in a circular motion. At every point, there will be different directions. So even this motion or the motion of a bus and a bike, both of them are non-uniform motions. Is this clear? Similarly, a motion of a body in a circular path, even with uniform speed, is with variable velocity because in a circular path, the direction of motion of the body continuously changes with time. In fact, its velocity changes at a uniform rate. At any instant, its velocity is along the tangent of a circular path. So if the body is at this part, the direction is in this direction. At this point, the direction is in this direction. At this point, the direction is in this direction. So at every point, the direction is different. Okay. So because the direction is changing here, this motion will also be not called as uniform velocity. At any instant, its velocity is along the tangent to the circular path at that point. Figure 2.5 shows that direction of the velocity v at different points A, B, C, and D of the circular path. In case of a body moving with non-uniform speed, we specify the instantaneous velocity and the average speed. So as you had average speed and instant speed, here also you will have instant velocity and average velocity. So average velocity is the velocity of the body moving in a particular direction in changes with time. Instantaneous velocity and average velocity. For average velocity, it is the total displacement upon total time, and instantaneous velocity is in small amount of time what is the velocity or what is the distance covered in that small amount of time, in which direction, that is instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity for a body moving with a variable velocity, the velocity of the body at any instant is called instantaneous velocity. It is measured by finding the ratio of distance in a sufficiently small time to the time interval. मतलब कितने distance में कितने time में कितना distance travel किया in a particular direction, that will give me instantaneous velocity. It is important to have a time interval small enough so that the direction of the motion does not change during this interval. Okay, very small amount of time is required, because if you take the time more, the direction might change and then you won't find velocity, you will find speed. Okay, that is instantaneous speed. Then you have something called as average velocity. Average velocity is again if the velocity of the body moving in a particular direction changes with time. The ratio of the displacement to the time taken in the entire journey is called the average velocity. Thus, average velocity is equal to displacement upon total time taken. Then you have distinguished between speed and velocity. See the first point. Speed is scalar, velocity is vector. Speed say s, scalar say be s, velocity is v, and vector quantity is also v. The speed of the body at given time tells us how fast the body is moving at that time. The same information is also obtained by its velocity, but the velocity also tells us the direction of the body. So speed tells you how fast or slow the object is. Velocity tells you how speed or fast the object is, and also what is the direction of that object. For the motion in a straight line, the magnitude of velocity is the speed, and the direction is always positive. Okay, speed is also positive, velocity can be positive or negative depending upon the direction of the motion. So imagine if the object is moving in this direction and then it moves in this direction. Okay, now this much is the distance traveled in this direction, and here the distance traveled is more, so I can say displacement is also negative and the velocity is also negative. Clear? The last point, the average velocity of a body can be zero even if the average speed is not zero. Average velocity can be zero, okay, but average speed cannot be zero. Okay, is this clear? Average velocity can be zero because in this motion, okay, the velocity is always changing, okay, and it is changing at a uniform speed. So the speed is the same, but the velocity is always changing. Okay, then you have the 4 points. Okay, this 4 points also you need to write. Now I'll give you the marking. Make sure you mark it properly.
Yes, sir. Wait a second. Sir, can you explain one more again, the last one, last part?
Yeah, the 3 points. This 3 points. Velocity is vector quantity. Speed is scalar quantity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Speed tells you the magnitude or how fast or slow the object is, whereas velocity tells you how slow or fast that object is and also the direction of the object. Then in a straight line, the velocity and the speed are same. Okay, and the third point is the velocity might be zero, average velocity might be zero, but average speed is not zero. Average speed cannot be zero. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, will you put the title speed and velocity, then everything from year to year. We'll write SI unit of speed से लेकर मीटर पर सेकंड तक. Everything clear? Done. Other markings clear?
Sir, doing marking. Wait a second, now. Sir, this page you are only done, no, sir?
Yeah, only page 30.
Sir, wait a second. I'm doing.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I got it.
Done.
Sir, wait a second. Doing. Sir, I want to ask that the unit of speed equals to unit of distance upon unit of time. ठीक है सर?
Yes.
सर उसके नीचे जो आपने जो मार्किंग दिया है वो वाला नहीं समझ आया मुझे.
कौन सा?
Since ऐसा unit of distance
से लेकर सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड तक. This marking, right? SI यूनिट से लेकर सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड तक. Clear? Basically this statement. Done? Done, Ayush? This is the overall marking. Okay, we'll continue from next class with examples and then acceleration and retardation.